Hello friends, my name's TheRealEmile and welcome back to Forza Horizon 2. In today's video I've got something new to announce to you. This sort of got dropped on us unexpectedly, but the pre-order DLC, which is basically when you pre-ordered the game, they gave you a choice of, I think it was 4 cars, and depending on the retailer you pre-ordered from, you'd get one of 4 vehicles. For example, this Audi RS4. I think this is actually with Tesco in the UK, but I'm not quite sure what this came under in different countries. But anyway, there is 4 vehicles in this pack. We have, there it is, the Audi RS4 Avant, which I'm in. This is actually a fantastic car to drive. I recommend this one highly. It's pretty spot on to drive. I love this thing. I loved it in Forza 5, and I actually had a quick drive from the festival to here in this car, and it was extremely good to drive, so I highly recommend this one to you. It is a bit heavy, but with some weight reduction I reckon this could be an absolutely fantastic race car, and I'll definitely be using this a bit more. We have the BMW M6 Coupe, which, you know, I quite like the M6. Is this 4.4? I thought the M6 rocked the M5 engine. Is the M5 only running a 4.4 now? Okay, so I assume this uses the new M5's engine, not the old M5. I was expecting it to still use the V10, but whatever. BMW M6. People seem to really like this car. Me personally, I'm a bit on the fence about it. I think I preferred the old model, but yeah, this is definitely an alright car. I haven't driven this one as of yet, but you know, it's another heavy GT car, so I don't know, it's probably more lively than the others in its category, but I'm not too sure. We have the Ferrari California next. It's another GT car. 453 brake, £3,825. This is going to be a big, heavy Ferrari. The California usually isn't nearly worth, you know, what it's supposed to be worth in games. The California is usually quite terrible. It's usually very heavy, not particularly nice to drive, and altogether not particularly fast. So it's not usually worth the price. This is free. I should explain actually. Pre-order DLC, like every other DLC in Horizon, you get all these cars for free for a one-time payment. So it's saying it's 170,000 credits. The first time you buy this car, it's free. The second time you buy it, it would be paid for. You'd pay 170,000 credits. And finally, the Lamborghini Gallardo LP 574 Superleggera. Which is actually, that's really cheap, 198,000 credits, considering this is faster than a Ferrari 458 as well. 562 horsepower, the same as a Ferrari 458. This is actually, yeah, it is the lightest car of the pack. Yeah, the Gallardo has always been a pretty good car to drive. Overall, yeah, I can't see any particular issues with it. Right, I'm not actually going to drive any of these cars for you today because we kind of done most of the championship playthroughs they all involve, and I don't particularly want to go through them again, so instead I'm just actually going to pull them in-game and just give you a quick look around them. So for example, this is the Audi. I really like the styling of this Audi actually. I think it's a really awesome looking car. This actually, when I first saw this car, I actually brought up an argument of if there was one vehicle in the world, basically every other car would be wiped out, what would be the ultimate vehicle to leave behind? And I think this is a serious strong contender. There's loads of room in it. It's got 4-wheel drive, which means it's good off-road and whatnot. It's got a big, powerful V8 engine. Yeah, this would be my candidate for the vehicle. Basically, that makes every other car irrelevant, almost. Yeah, I really like this. It's a supercar estate, which is pretty insane. I'll sort it by championship because that'll be easy to find the others. If we keep going this way, do we run into any of them? GT cars, perfect. Yeah, this video is a bit put together quickly because I didn't even know this was coming out. They've sort of just sprung this on us, so yeah. Anyway, this is the BMW M6. I've put it in blue because, I don't know, I'm feeling blue today, so I've gone with blue. Yeah, I mean, it's not a bad looking car. I'd probably still have the M5 over it. I'm not actually sure. This might be a bit cheaper than the M5, or it's about the same price actually, I think, because the M5's 90,000 credits as well. Yeah, it's a pretty cool car. I can't quite see the fascination people have with M5s and M6s and all that, but yeah, overall pretty good car. Should be pretty good to drive as well, this one. Yeah, 90,000 credits exactly. So is the M5? Have I got an M5? Oh, that's 81,000 credits. Okay, in that case, then buy the M5. Actually, no, the M5's got... Okay. See, in real life, it makes sense for you to buy the other. It makes sense to buy the M5 over the M6, because I believe they cost about the same in real life, but, you know. Also, California. It comes in some nice colours. That's about all I can really say good about the California. I kind of like this green. Yeah, I can imagine it's a fairly nice car to drive in reality, but in racing games, the California's never particularly good. Also, it's really not pretty. In my opinion, actually, it's quite ugly. I mean, from the front, it's okay. But once we start coming around the back, you know, yeah, that's not a pretty rear end. It sort of looks like it's surprised to see whatever is behind it, but... You know, it probably looks better with the roof down. In fact, it does look a bit better with the roof down. But the California isn't my favourite car in the world. I would probably recommend... I don't know. What else we got in the GT cars category? The Bentley's roughly the same price. The Bentley's quite good. The Jaguar as well is always a good choice if you want a fun car. Okay, modern supercars is the next one, isn't it? Which is actually right at the front. There we go, modern supercars. Ooh, the Audi... Right, so just to get this straight for you. Lamborghini Huracan, 896 PI, 270,000 credits. The Gallardo is only 198. Yeah, this looks better than this, okay? It's really good value. I mean, yeah, obviously the GCR trumps pretty much everything in value on this. Ooh, actually, I'd go with a 360 Challenge, personally, over the Lamborghini Gallardo, but that's just me. What else have we got in this category? The Audi R8 is another contender. It isn't the best vehicle to drive in the world, though, the R8. I don't know if it's just a problem with the V10 Plus, because I've heard the normal V10 is actually pretty good. But when we took a V10 Plus around the Top Gear track in my lap time video, the R8 Coupe really didn't perform well. I'm thinking of throwing the Gallardo around some point. So, yeah, that'll be coming up soon. But anyway, 562 horsepower again. It's a lot of power. I believe... Is the Ferrari 458 562 as well? I believe it is. The Ferrari 458's 214,000 credits. Bear in mind, this also looks much prettier, in my opinion. And it has a four-wheel drive system as well, which means it will be much better to... control, shall we say. Whether living with a Lamborghini Gallardo is better than a 458, I'm not too sure. I'm not even a huge fan of the Gallardo, to be perfectly honest with you. I just prefer it over the 458. But, you know, it's it definitely sounds good, this car as well. It sounds absolutely magnificent. So, yeah. That's the pre-order bonus car pack. Sorry I couldn't do a full sort of championship playthrough with any of these cars. Like I said, I've just done them before. We've pretty much... Actually... Yeah, we've done them with all the categories of these cars, and I couldn't really be bothered to put together a full championship playthrough, so I figured I'd just put together this short little video to tell you this DLC is out. Currently, it is £3.19 on the Xbox Store place. Go and pick it up, because it's got some really good cars in it. Even if you're just paying for this RS4 entirely, because the RS4 is fantastic. Anyway, friends, my name's been TheRealEmile. Until next time, farewell.